favorite in this match. She's 13-time WAF senior world champion. Brigitta has more success on the master level. First grip up and looks really aggressive. Most likely want to hit that top roll, but that same strategy for Brigitta. I saw both ladies warming up in the backstage, and you can see how nervous they were. Waiting for the first go. There is no ready, just go. And a slip. Good slip for both athletes. Let's see who will favor the strap. Who will favor the strap? I believe there's a lot of nerves right here. A lot of excitement, a lot of adrenaline. Both still are looking very, very calm. Taking still the first round. Did you see something interesting on that first slip? It could look pretty even, in my opinion.
No doubt. And we both understand. Irina came in here. We saw the press conference. We saw how aggressive, maybe her first time out, her not taking advantage of all the nerves and the excitement that the East versus West has to offer. Sometimes it's good to just play the villain right away. We saw that earlier with Devin Laird in the press conference. But listen, no more aggressive moment was created at that press conference than when Irina walked up and she gave that little head bump, letting you know that she is ready. I don't see that dominance yet.
Travis, am I crazy, or it looks like the strap on Brigitta's hand is extremely low? Compare it to Irina. It's much lower. I feel like there's a lot of space right here. If she can keep the hand containment, she might have a huge advantage in this round. And of course, the buckle does matter.
100%.
Maybe not for Todd Hutchings, but if you want a top roll, it does matter.
Yeah, no doubt. And even if it doesn't matter, the subconscious of you understands the
First
situation.
go. Oh, and that is exactly what happens. Brigitta gets the hand. Good defense from Irina. Brigitta tries, drives to the side, gets hang up. Is in a good position, can bleed out her opponent, not overdoing it. And Irina lost the hand on the first round, which is not looking good. And she makes a foul, but it goes as a pin for Brigitta Ivanfi. I would believe a lot of people right now are very, very, I would say, impressed with Brigitta Ivanfi pulling.
100%. And you can take two things from the press conference. The fact that she was aggressive enough to walk up and hand that little head bump, and then the absolute non-reaction from Brigitta, which means, hey, listen, you can do all those. The best are here in Istanbul.
It hasn't competed on the highest level as Brigitta has for a good part of 4 years, and it definitely will be something to work out of. Right now there's adrenaline. Right now there is maybe something unexpected. No one expects to lose their hand on the first round. But let's say round number 2 is just coming up. Let's see if she can keep her composure. Maybe try something different. Again, the buckle this time will be on Brigitta's hand. Maybe the top roll will not work so great, but I think she lost a lot of power there, trying to hold on and getting that hand bent back more and more and more.
Irina, it seems that the way for her to win will be that this is a bloodbath, with her hand at least every other round being slightly compromised here. Brigitta, definitely impressive in round 1. We did see strokes. Listen, if someone has your hand and they can't pin you, that's a good sign for you if you are on the bad side of the strap. Round 2, never has there been a more important round in this young lady's career. Let's see if with the buckle, can she stop it at a little better angle, get the push and the drive of that tricep involved, and able to get out of here around 2. And then we have to firmly look at Brigitta, how much gas is taken out, whether you win or lose in each of these rounds.
I believe this round number 2 already from the slip, Brigitta looked much better position. Irina's hand has been compromised, and the fighting for the grip was much longer. And I would say, heavier from the side of Irina, because the first round they just gripped up and they were ready to go. This time she starts feeling uncomfortable. When your hand is getting pumped and you just can't get that grip, the hand just, fingers don't close, it's very hard to keep your composure. Let's see if she can keep that hand. And what is the strategy round two? She hits to the side, loses the hand once again, but is much better and pins. Pins, no hand, evens it out 1-1. We are in for a great match here.
So impressive here. We know two things here. First, the match has exactly what the young lady needed in order to stay in this match. We're going to see now how important is the buckle. Ladies and gentlemen, if I know what I know, she will stop this a little better, maybe more around 12 o'clock here. Getting some lessons from the great Denis Chaplenkov. We all heard earlier yesterday, maybe not the best advice if coming from the Canadian, but make no mistake about it, the strength is there in Irina. Is the connection the most important thing in concerns of this super match? The buckle is 2-0 so far, Coach Ray.
Yeah, buckle wins every single time of team we talk about top roll. This time, Brigitta was very much focused on getting that hand control, while Irina just tried to contain her pronator, keep the pronator alive and use the back pressure through it, and that's exactly how it went down. Round number 3, most likely a slip, most likely straight to the straps. I can't really imagine any of these ladies holding on right here, and then we will see, is it really the buckle that matters in this one? But if you're going for a full press, like, the buckle helps you, in my opinion.
Yeah, no doubt. And Brigitta's got, if she holds serve, the match will end 3-2 in her favor. At some point, Irina must muscle up here and get through that controversy of being on that side of the table. And listen, the matches pre-strap, in the first 2 rounds, there was a tiny bit of connection. Both understand that there is no wins coming out of the strap today. So can Irina, can she rise above even having the buckle there and show her grit? It's going to be tough. She needs to keep that shoulder as close to that hand as possible. Her hand most likely will be compromised, as we've seen in match 1 and 2. Once it's compromised, where is it compromised at? Is it compromised in the losing position as we saw in round 1? Or can you lose it, but lose it so close to your pin pad and her hand be so far away from her face and body that there's enough side pressure there? Irina really has to dig deep, ladies and gentlemen. Get behind this this veteran athlete, as we learned here. She looks awful young from my photo here, but listen, we're talking about super old
same
dudes.
Situation. Brigitta has better hand control, gets over the center. Irina's committing fully. She has still some connection, and then she finishes it. 2-1. It's the buckle. Buckle plays a big role.
100%. Even if it's not, there's no reason for everyone in our viewing audience and the people looking here to notice that there is something there. Now, Irina really needs to be smart. If indeed it is the buckle, and she will then have the better connection here in round 4, she needs to think about, can she bleed her out a little bit longer once she get in control? Because from our eyes, Coach Ray, Brigitta likes that side of the table. Unless you do something crazy here in round 4, round 5's probably going to turn out the same. And if you're in Brigitta's corner, you have to inform her, listen, if you get sucked out of the front and you are back over on her side and we are in that same position, how much energy, Coach Ray, would you spend coming back from those depths with the bad side of the buckle on your side, or is it smart for you? Hey, a 3-2 win, not as good as a 3-1 win, but still, Coach Ray, a win.
Definitely. And at this point, both ladies know exactly what's coming. They know what are their strengths and they know what are their weaknesses. So it's at this point you don't expect anything else from your opponent, and that's where the surprise can happen. But I think like at this, it would be very hard to try and chase something that you really don't know if it is there, jump in a press or something. But I do believe we'll see the same scenario maybe on round number 2. It's all on Irina. How much of the hand strength, of the arm strength has left? Brigitta's still hand hasn't been compromised. She was in control. Even when she lost the round, she lost it pretty quick and didn't lose much energy there. And again, we see a lot of fighting. So I think referee's grip coming. That's something new. That's something we haven't seen in this match yet.
And we heard John Brzezinski speak earlier the week about bravery. How brave is Brigitta to hold on without the buckle, to have some hand control and really grind this thing out? If this thing was tied 2-2, we would see an all-out fight from her with this hand position. Is it the smartest thing to do? Maybe not. Is it the bravest thing to do? Maybe we'll see.
I don't think anyone wants to be brave if you can win. I think the first you want to get is that W here on East versus West stage. And we are just first match in, and it's 1-2, and it might go to round number 5. We will see it in a moment. The buckle has been put on, and this time it's on Brigitta's hand. Let's see how much difference that plays in this round.
And listen, all arm wrestlers, Coach Ray, are not built the same. Some of us, if our hand and wrist is compromised, if we are able to fight through there, like you've seen Irina in round 2, no one knows the toll. How much energy, how much gas was taken from her with that hand compromised and still able to win. We're about to see here in round 4, it seems to me like that buckle's going to play a pivotal role here in the first super match of East vs. West 15.
I can't wait. Round number 4, the hands getting closed. Go! And a side pressure hit from Irina, and she gets so close, Brigitta, and we go to round number 5. It's perfect execution. 2 rounds for each lady. Absolutely looks exactly the same.
My goodness, Coach Ray, listen, I've been in this game now 30 years. Brave output there. I am saying that possibly there was a business decision made, and she understands that if it's going to be an all-out fight and I am going to expose myself, I'm going to do it in round 5 when I have the buckle. And listen, there's no reason for anyone in the arena, no one watching this, not to understand that with her being on the right side of that strap, that she once again, the hand positioning will be too dominant there, and this match will stop at 12 o'clock. An absolute aggressive move, moving it to 10 o'clock, a mild adjustment, ladies and gentlemen, and Brigitta will be your winner. And listen, in this particular match, maybe the coin toss, the most important part of the match. Who actually gets to start on the good side of the strap? Brigitta, we shouldn't even have to watch the ending here. This match should be a controlled fashion with Brigitta winning round 5. And Coach Ray, there's only one person that can change this. How much heart, how much bravery, how much does Irina put into this match? How much does it mean to her? Go!
Ready for the goal, and slip. And we're going to go back to the strap. This time the strap has been the deciding factor. I do believe Irina will give her all in this round. And she will go, like, this is it. This is it. This is the moment. Like, you want to be on that winning path on East versus West. You don't want to go back home with a L. You want to win. She has to give everything. She has to give up her hand, and she has to go with a full press if she can, to back pressure engage. For Brigitta is the opposite. She needs that hand control, and she needs to pull Irina closer to her body, closer out of her position. Just match number 1, and we are already 2-2 and going round number 5. This is amazing. I can't wait. This is just the first of 13 more super matches that are coming today on East versus West 15. That is, like Engin said so many times, the greatest card we have ever seen.
Referee's grip.
Hands getting closed. Referee's grip.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you got love for Irina, she needs it right now. If
Make
you
some
want to
noise.
see a war, get on your feet. Let her know that you would love to see the myth of the buckle be dismissed here. It's going to take a lot of heart. She stopped it in the middle. Make some noise, Istanbul.
And Brigitta Ivanfi takes it. What a match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the strap tells no lies, and perhaps the buckle myth is a fact here. What an amazing match here. An exciting way to start off the East vs. West 15 card, and no more deserving than a full hand top roll. Excellent poise. Great job from the young lady. Let's go to Coach Ray and get some words.